the things I do in my character's role, let's say, I want to do them really well. But you know what? Once the game starts, none of that matters at all. Because ultimately, whatever the DM decides, that's the most important thing. Hello, and thank you for joining me. I had so much fun last night. I got to be on another stream, and wow, I will tell you all about that in just a moment because there's lots to tell. And today, this is going to be DnDaily number 94. I'm Gregory, and welcome to 1 in 20 D&D. I appreciate you stopping in here for my daily vlog about RPGs, D&D, and the gaming world that I am aware of. And so, thanks for tuning in here. I had such a blast last night. We were playing well, first of all, I should say, I was on the channel Variant Roles, and please go check them out, twitch.com/Variant Roles. You can also find them on the Twitters and so forth, and we just had such a great time last night. We're doing a two-shot, not a one-shot, a two-shot, which means that we played last night, so Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to play again next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the second part. And it's the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Now, this is Variant Roles is doing an ongoing adventure series, let's call it, where they have different people playing different parts of the adventure. And it's a great idea. I mean, this is a really awesome concept. They're doing some other cool content on their channel as well, other games that they're running and so forth, and seem like a really good bunch of people. And for certain, the folks that I got to play with last night were awesome. I will do my best to link them in possibly the video, and for sure the link on Twitter. I always post a link for these videos on Twitter, and you can find me there. In fact, if you want to get more information about like what I'm doing and what's going on and what's coming up, Twitter is the place to find me, or Instagram. I do quite a bit on Instagram as well. And what's up with Instagram? Instagram's weird, y'all. I dig it. I like posting, stuff there. But it's also funny because it's like I'm not kidding. I'll check one day and it'll be like, "Oh, you have 220 followers today." And then I go in the next day, it's like, "You have 224 followers today." And I go back in again and it's like, "You have 220 followers today." And I don't really care. It's just entertaining to me that I go in and I look, and it's weird. So what I'm trying to figure out is like, are the same people like following and unfollowing you constantly or something? Or is one of their algorithms weird or what? So anyway, enough about Instagram. Let me talk more about last night. So we had such a great session. I did like over 5 pages of notes, and here's what I loved about last night's session. Our DM Knox was really good about setting a tone, which is kind of challenging as a DM. Like, she set a really solid mood. She did it in 2 ways. First and foremost, she used music. That was great, super helpful. It really like set a tone. It set a mood. That's what music does. Then on top of that, the description she was using and the way she was like narrating our story essentially was awesome, because it was creepy as hell. Like, there were certain things she was saying or describing or not describing that were like, they added to this sort of like eerie feeling, which I thought was excellent. I really enjoyed it. The other thing I super enjoyed about last night was the other players. I've never met any of these people at all. I haven't met the DM or the players. We just jumped right into a game, and I got lucky because it was a super fun game. There was no strife or challenge or anything, at least from my perspective. It was a lot of fun with some pretty solid players. And here's the thing. It's kind of a learn to play game. That's what this group is all about. Inclusivity and learn to play, which I'm all about. I thought it was super fun. And not everyone's like super experienced, which is fine. Like, one of the other players, myself, we've got tons of experience. The DM, two of the other players, not as much. They've only been playing for a while, and maybe they play other systems as well. So maybe D&D isn't their like go-to game system. But you know what? Ultimately, the mechanics don't matter. They're only like a small part of what is important in a game. Truly. I love mechanics. See, so there's like for me, I dig mechanics. I get into the mechanics. I like thinking about like, how can I manage my feats, my stats, my, weapons, my stuff, my spells? How can I manage those to sort of maximize my effectiveness? Now, I'm not trying to min-max, although I do like the things I do. I want to do them really in my character's role, let's say. I want to do them really well. So I do pay attention to that. But you know what? Once the game starts, none of that matters at all. Because ultimately, whatever the DM decides, that's the most important thing. And ultimately, whatever, how do I want to say it? Whatever happens at the table is more important than what's on your character sheet, really. Okay? And even for the DM, from the DM side of the screen, what happens in the game is more important, I think, than what you have in your notes. If you go with the flow, mechanics don't matter at all. The story and the role-playing, in my opinion, at this point in my life, are way more important. When I was a young dude, hack and slash. Hack and slash, hack and slash. We just wanted to, like, kill stuff, find treasure. We weren't entirely murder hobos. We didn't kill everything we saw, but we certainly did do a lot of that. We were willing to ask questions and to have conversations, but we just didn't get into the role-playing as much. Not hardly at all, really. But now, I absolutely love it. So for me, last night's game, super fun. Good role-playing, quirky, fun, interesting characters, and a great DM. It was perfect. Everything about it was fun and smooth. There was like a couple of questions about like, oh, how does this work? And we just rolled right past it because, again, the mechanics don't matter. And so it was awesome. I was super thrilled. Nothing felt like it was dragging. We had a break in the middle, which was perfect. It kind of like gave us a chance, like, get up, stretch our legs, get a drink, use the bathroom, whatever you need to do. Perfect. It was just fun. Fun people, a fun game, and I hope you go check it out. Again, it was super. It was totally last minute. Oh my gosh, that was the other thing about it. Totally last minute. I'm gonna put their screen up there again. Variant Roles. You can go check it out. Totally last minute. Come check us out next Monday. I promise you won't be disappointed because we're gonna have fun again. And it was, I found out about it Sunday night. Somebody's like, hey, anybody interested in a game tomorrow night? I'm like, I can probably do this. Sure, let me throw my hat in. And then it's like, okay, by the way, you're playing a 9th level character. Yikes. And by the way, you have a day to get it ready. Yikes. So I did. And I love build. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me tell you, I have a confession. When I was a young dude, like, I would almost go as far as to say like building characters was my hobby. I literally would just build characters just to build characters. That's how much fun it was to me. So yeah, I still kind of do that. I still love creating characters and coming up with character ideas and concepts. Right now, I'm working on one. It's still too early to talk too much about it, but I'm super excited. So I will just please like say a little prayer for me that I get to, let's say that I get to land this role that I'm trying to fit into. I really want to. I really want to do this. I really want to be a part of this, and that's I'm working towards that. I'll be a part of it on some level, but I want to be a main part. I want to be one of the main characters. That's all I'm going to say. Things are happening. I'm excited about things that are happening right now. I'm just stoked because last night's game was great, and I'm looking forward to another great game next week. It was, I tend to be like a take charge guy. If someone else does it, I'm willing to like step back and let someone else be the leader. Doesn't matter to me at all. However, if the DM's like, so what do you guys want to do? And no one says anything for, like 1 second goes by, 2 seconds go by, 3 seconds go. I'm definitely going to jump in and say, let's do this. That's just my personality. That's Gregory. And as much as I try to like adapt it to different characters, I still seem to always like be that guy that like wants to step out into the role of leader somehow. Not intentional, not intended that way, but that's the way it seems to go often. I'm gonna have to put some thought into that. But anyway, remember, I've been saying I've repeated it 3 or 4 times. I'm gonna say it one more time. Mechanics don't matter. Just go out there, have fun, play a great game. I hope to see you at a table someday. Keep rolling 20s until then. Actually, I almost want to say may all your dice rolls be maximum. And, remember, it's your game. Play your way.